I'm doing an impromptu live. I have a campaign that I need to shoot, and I thought, why not? I get on here and talk to you guys. And yeah, so what I want to talk to y'all about today is I'm gonna be doing like some rebranding. So I wanted to see like how y'all like kind of like felt about like the direction. Like I know most of my posts, especially like on Instagram and TikTok, is about things to do, date night, food, that sort of thing. But I really want to get into like more into like dating and finding dates, how to date. Not necessarily like when I say how to date, I'm not trying to be somebody relationship coach. I'm just want to show you like how to plan dates and how not just any old regular date, like how to plan like thoughtful dates. Um but the first thing is I know a lot of you, waiting for your husband to come find you, but your husband is not gonna find you if you are sitting in this house. Like you have to leave the house. You can't say like, "Oh, I'm not dating. I'm waiting for somebody to find me. I'm not interested in trying to like, talk to nobody. I don't want to get on no apps. I want my husband to find me." Your husband cannot find you if you do not leave that house, girl. You have to leave the house. Like you can't just be at home or just go to work, don't talk to nobody, and then next thing you know you at home. Like no, like you have to leave the house. And that's for like me, like the pandemic had me like ordering a lot of stuff like offline. Like I would Amazon to death, Instacart to death, Uber Eats, DoorDash to death, like all that. And so it kind of put me in a space of like I don't want to leave the house. Like I'm tired, like I'm content, I'm comfortable with just like being at home. And it's like, damn, like my husband ain't gonna find me if I'm in the house. You know, he's not. Oh, I got a crown right here from eating my little Cheez-Its, but he's not gonna find you. So you have to get out and do stuff, and even if it's just by yourself. Like I know, like a lot of people, the older you get, I always hear, "Oh, it's so hard to make friends. It's so hard." Like it's just to me, it just sounds like a whole bunch of excuses. So you have to learn how to be able to go out by yourself and do things by yourself. Because either way it goes, your husband is not going to approach you, or less likely, let's say that, to approach you. If you with six of your homegirls and y'all out somewhere, he might be a little, shy, like intimidated. It's six baddies and he only want to talk to one. So you need to get used to like going out and doing stuff by yourself. Like this weekend, like I'm an avid like book reader. I love to read books. And I'm caught up on like this one little series, and I'm waiting for old girl to release the next book. And she doing everything but releasing that next book. But they had like this whole special with our soccer team. I'm in Atlanta, so Atlanta United. And I really wanted to go. You get like a hoodie, not a hoodie, but like a sweatshirt. It was like a Fourth Wing. That's the series I'm reading. It's like a Fourth Ring, Night Times Atlanta United, and it was giving out like this shirt, and it was very like Fourth Wing inspired. And I did ask one girl, if she was interested in going, and she was kind of like, she didn't know, because I think her birthday was soon or something like that. So she didn't know she really wanted to go. So I asked my one person. She was like, nah. And I was like, I want it. I want to go. Like, I want my sweatshirt. So I booked my ticket and I went by myself. And no, I did not meet my husband at the Atlanta United K. However, I did meet like some other girls who are avid book readers. And one girl who was sitting next to me, she actually came by herself. And that was the first time like she had ever like came out by herself. I got to network with people. It's like people approach you when they see you out by yourself. You being by yourself, it just makes she lonely, she's sad, she by herself. Like, oh my God, I gotta go talk to her. And that might necessarily not be the case, but when you are by yourself, like you attract a lot of people that want to just come up and just talk to you because they see you by yourself. And then they also too, they be like, oh, you by yourself? I always want to do things by myself, blah, 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 blah. So while you out here like doing things like by yourself, your husband might be outside doing things by himself too. Or you might meet somebody that know your husband that can make an introduction and be like, oh, you know what? I think you'll be perfect for my friend so and so. You know, it's just, and when you do go outside with the expectation of enjoying life. Don't go outside with the expectation that your husband finna find you, because guess what? Your husband is not finna find you. Okay? Like, your husband gonna see the desperation all on your face and be like, I pass. Go out to have fun. Like, go out to do new things. Go out to do something that you want to do. Just don't just go think you finna go out by yourself one time and you gonna find and your husband gonna be outside. That's not gonna happen. Okay. The point of me talking to you is just telling you to just get outside. Practice getting outside and doing things, you know. So yeah. So that's pretty much what I wanted to tell y'all. Okay. And then also too, I put this on my TikTok, but I guess I'll tell y'all these on live. Okay. When you do meet somebody and you talking, you know, either you're gonna be a horrible texter or you're gonna be horrible with talking on the phone. But you cannot be both of those things. You cannot be horrible with talking on his phone and you cannot be horrible at texting. You have to pick one struggle. Okay, pick one struggle. Me personally, I'm always on the go. I work full time. I'm an influencer. I travel. So my schedule is always busy. I'm always out and about. So I am a great texter, but talking on the phone is a no for me. I don't like to talk on the phone. Not not in the beginning. Like when I'm trying to get to know people, like it's that, you know, you're trying to get to know them, that early stages of dating. I'm just not really interested in talking on the phone. I'm more so like, if you want to talk and get to know me, see me in person. Okay? Let's meet in person. You can get to know me in person. But I'll talk to you. I'll text you. I'll text you. But yeah, you have to decide early on, like when you're dating, you know, when you do find somebody or when somebody find you and you're interested in talking to them, then you need to pick a struggle. Pick one struggle. And then let's get into the guys. Let me do my lip liner. All right, I just put a little lip liner on my lips. I got some gloss around here somewhere. But let's get into the guys. Guys, I mean, I like a good morning text. I like a how your day been text. I mean, I'm cool with it, but if that's all you're gonna be doing, it's a no for me. I don't need you to be texting me how your day is, what you up to, good morning, good night, like every single day. Cause guess what? While you over here texting me, asking me about my day, it's somebody else that's planning my day for me. Okay? They planning. They making plans for us to go out, for us to do stuff, for us to meet up, spend that quality time, you know. And also, while you're dating, I also would encourage you to look up that Five Love Languages book or whatever that is. Look it up. I don't know who the author is, but look it up. But you need to find out like what's your love language, and then too, how do you show love? Like, how do you tell people or show people that you know you care about them or that you interested? Um, you need to know that too. But um, mm, and hello, watching. I hope you're having a if it's Wednesday over there, but it's Wednesday. But guys, be very intentional like in the dating, like go ahead and plan. And let's also talk about this while we're talking about planning. Let's talk about a little bit on first dates. first dates isn't like some fine dining restaurant that you want to go on, ladies, or that man you want to take this girl to. This girl don't know you. Okay, you don't know her. Okay, you barely know her name. You probably don't even know her last name, to be honest. So you don't need to be doing no fine dining type. A first date is kind of like a meet and greet. It's kind of like, let me see how we vibe, like in person. Or you could have introduced each other, in person, met each other in person. So maybe there was just a little vibe in person, but it's a get to know you. Like, I want to dig a little bit deeper than that initial interaction that we had. So the first date is supposed to be a meet and greet. You meet and greet and you say hey and you get into it. And you want to discuss, like, not saying you need to get all up in the business, all up in the Kool-Aid, or you don't need to be asking about, their childhood trauma. But you also want to see if you guys align, like, as far as what are you looking for, what are your intentions, like, how do you see yourself, like, maybe not in the next 10 years because that sounds a little bit too more interviewy, but you want to see if basically this person goals align with your goals. If your goal is marriage, then you want to see that, like, is your end goal marriage? Like, is that a goal that you're striving for? You want to talk about kids? Do you have kids? How many kids do you got? How old are these kids? How many baby mamas or baby daddies do you have? That's a real question. Do you want kids? Do you ever want kids? If you want kids, how many kids? Like, these are things that needs to be, like, discussed, initially. Like, you need to know that, because what if, like, you're a person who don't want kids and this person want about 5 kids? Like, it's no sense in wasting that time. So you want to get into that. And then you also want to know, like, what are your interests? Like, what do you like to do for fun? Like, what are your hobbies? What are things you want to learn? Like, you want to see if those interests aligns. Are they a person that likes to try new things, or are they stuck in their ways? You want to talk about those kind of things. Like, do you like trying new things? Like, that's, like, get to know them. Like, figure out, like, what they got going on. Okay, you want to make sure, like, the meet and greet is for you not to waste your time later. So you need to get in there. Okay, ask those questions, but you want to do it in a way that you vibe. Nah, don't be like, it's not like 21 questions and you rapid firing the questions. No, like, you let the questions, like, flow in the conversation. Okay, so yeah, but I'm gonna take a quick little break real quick because I need to transition to the bathroom so I can curl up my hair. So I just did, like, a very, like, light natural beat. I didn't want to get, like, too I didn't want to go too crazy with the makeup, but I want to, do, like, a little glow, like a little natural glow. Because I am also, like, I have a collab tonight. And I'm going to an event. So not only do I need to film content, I got a collab and an event to go to tonight. So I'm just doing a little light beat. Like, none of the events are nothing that I need to have some extravagant, like, makeup on. And I really only want to do, like, a beat if like, I don't know, I'm going to a nice restaurant or something special or some kind of special event or something like that. But just like my everyday, I'm getting out, just gonna film a little bit of content. I just want to do, like, a little natural beat. So I'm gonna transition. I gotta put on my wig. I gotta curl it a little bit. This heat gonna be the death of me. Like, every time I spend time curling this hair, the heat causes it to fall. So I'm gonna make sure, like, I kind of curl up the front and then do some loose curls in the back. So yeah, give me 1 second. All right, so if there's any dating questions, like, not relationship, but planning dates, y'all got some questions? Like, let me know. I don't know where my little piece is that I stick. Oh, what's it, your girl? Okay, I don't know where my little piece is that I stick. So it might be like a little awkward view. Hopefully y'all can like see me for real. But we're gonna get into all that. So just let me know like in the comments, like, do y'all want to talk about planning dates? Like, is that something y'all struggle with? Do you know how to plan a good date? Is date nights your thing? Like, yes or no? Like, let me know. But I always like want to help people because every time like I got into like doing this content is because like my friends, they go on a date. The guys never know where um the guys never know where to take the girls. So they ask the girls, and then the girls ask me. So, what's an acceptable cheat date? That's what I see in these comments. I had to pull the phone out because I couldn't read. I had to put y'all behind like my faucet handle. Okay, so an acceptable cheat date. I'm gonna tell y'all. Ooh, let me get the phone together first. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all about a date that was a cheat date, and it's actually like one of my favorite dates. I was living in DC at the time, and so DC have like the little national mall, national monument, where you can go and like kind of like sightsee, like see all like those little statues. There's like some water, there's some cherry blossoms, that kind of thing. So we had decided to go and meet at the national mall and go for a walk. And so, like, during our walk, we basically, was just talking. And I think that would be like an acceptable, like, cheap date. But you need to figure out though, is your date, does she like to go on walks? Is she active? Like, you need to figure that out. Because baby, if baby girl don't like to work out or nothing that feel like a workout, then that is not going to be the date for you. But that was a perfect date. So depending on, I don't know where you guys are located, but if you are near DC, like the DC area, like the National Mall is a great like place for a first date to just go for a walk. They have food trucks, so if you decide that y'all, vibing, maybe you can buy her some little food from the food truck. What we did was we actually walked and then we were vibing. So we ended up walking away from the park, going to like downtown DC and went to Starbucks so I can get me something to drink because it was kind of hot out there too, y'all. And so then from there, we went to this place called Penn Social. And basically, they have like a lot of board games and stuff where you can play like stuff like checkers, Uno, Connect Four. They had playing cards there, all that kind of stuff. So we was able to like play those types of like games and like kind of like continue on the date because really like the conversation was really good. I'm a conversationalist, so I love to have conversations. I'm nosy, so I'll ask some questions, and I got a story for like literally everything. So I'm just never like out of talking about anything per se. I would say like another cheap date. So I live in Atlanta now, and one of the things I would say that would be a good cheap date would be, I don't know if like the museum, like they have this thing on First Fridays, and basically you can pay like the ticket be like $30, and basically you can go to the museum and check out art, and while you do that, it's kind of like a little vibe. I don't know, like I don't know if that would be like a really good first date. I think it might be okay for a first date. Like, and the only reason why I say that is because they have a DJ. So downstairs, they have a DJ, but you can go and you can walk and see. So that's really, you pay for her parking, she pay for yours. It's no really no food there, so you can actually just you can get a drink, maybe pay for the young lady a drink. I think that's a good like cheap date. um I'll tell you what's not an acceptable cheap date. Like, not do not ask this girl to come to your house. Like, that's just not an acceptable cheap date to me. Okay, that's not a date. That is not an acceptable cheap date. Okay. Let's see what else could be like cheap dates. I would say like, okay, so you can do things like go bowling, but you need to like look at like whatever bowling venue that's in your area. You need to look at their website. You need to do your research and look at their website and see when they have the happy hour bowling. Okay, because it does exist. In Atlanta, we have Lucky Strike, and they have it where I want to say it's Sunday through Thursday. It's at a certain time, but you can do unlimited bowling for $21.99. Okay, $21.99. So that is a really good like cheap date that you can do. Most venues like you definitely want to like check your area. Like I can't really like speak on. I can really only speak on DC and Atlanta because those are the places I really know, but all the places like are basically the same. So if you have like some activity places like in your city, museums, whatever, go to their website, look to see when they have like discounted pricing. um they usually do, because really when you want to go on these dates, if you want a cheap date, you need to go during the week, not on the weekend. They need to be during the week because that's when you're going to catch the deals. Okay, so that's when they have like those discounted deals, because truth be told, like business be slow during the week for most businesses. So like on a like Tuesday, a Wednesday, maybe even a Thursday. Thursday is kind of like becoming a new Friday a little bit. So I don't know, like some places don't offer discounts on Thursdays, but Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, maybe even Mondays. If y'all have like a little but she might not want to eat that. See, that's the thing with these, like the restaurants. I try to avoid any like restaurants. Like even if they have happy hour, I'll still avoid it because your date may not want to order off the happy hour menu, and you cannot be like, girl, you need to order off this menu. This what you need to order. Like no, not for no first date. Like don't do that. Like any day really. Like don't do that. Um, but I would just say like an activity place. Check the activities. Like even like a museum here, like they have like a day like on Saturday too, like where you can go come for free and look at it. I don't know which Saturday it is, but it's a Saturday where you can just go for free and you can go to the museum and you can check out the museum for free. So just check, like I said, check your check to see what y'all got going on. Even if you wanted to do a movies, I typically don't like the movies for like a first date because you cannot talk. So you have to like do something else like in order to talk. But they have like AMC be having like $5 ticket Tuesdays. You know, you do that $5 ticket Tuesdays. The question of the cheap date is gonna lie on the concessions and what concessions your date won't, you and your date won't. But sometimes I think AMC have like a little deal where you can get like a little small popcorn and an icy for like $10 or something like that. You just have to do your research, like whatever you're interested in or interest. Like when it even get to the date, you need to figure out like the kind of things. And you could simply be like, oh, so what are some of your favorite places that you've been to in the city? Like, what are some things that you've been wanting to check out? Check out. Maybe she been wanting to check out this new spot. You need to go pull up the new spot. You need to see if they got some kind of deal. That's how you kind of get like how you can do these budget days. Even like if it's still hot and you want to take the young lady out on a walk, you can even like plan like a little picnic, like go to Publix, get some sub sandwiches, like, or I mean, if you can't afford a Publix sub, shoot Subway, get some sub sandwiches, like some fruit, some chips, sub in the chips, get your little blanket or something. So like y'all can go for a walk, and then after the walk, you can go back to your car, grab the food, and set out the blanket, and y'all can just talk. And then maybe like you can bring like some cards, like some Uno cards, or like Connect Four or something like that. If you got a five and below, like you can find some of this stuff for like cheap or whatever. But it's all about when it's like when you're trying to be budget conscious when you are going on dates. um it's all about the thought and less about the price. So even if it is like quote unquote like a cheap date, then you want to make sure like it's some thought behind this cheap date. Like it ain't something that you just scrambled to come up with. Like then it's gonna be then she's gonna be annoyed. And then also too, you have to date within your means, people. Like if you see this girl is a baddie and you looking at her social media and you see that she done been to all these top dollar places, like a cheap date is just probably not gonna work for her. So you have to find somebody that matches your budget. And then if you don't necessarily have the budget to date, then you might need to reconsider going on dates. Maybe it's not your time right now to go on a date. Maybe you got other stuff that you need to worry about. And then while we talking about this, ladies, make sure you remain thoughtful, on your dates. When you're going to these dates, be appreciative and also be mindful. You're not paying for this shit. Okay? Don't sit up here and go run up the tab. Now if the man say get whatever you like, then okay, that might be a little bit different. But, be mindful. Like don't do that. Do not do that. I'm trying to see, oh hey. See my comments. It's hard for me to read these comments. Because the dog handle is like covered up. But yeah, you gotta be respectful and be conscious of this man's pockets. Don't be trying to run up the tab. And then also too, like just like some thoughtful gestures like that you can do like on your date. So like men, like if like maybe some girls do like flowers, for a first date. That might be a little nice, to do. Or you can find out like I'll tell you like about one like specific like gesture that I always remember. So I met this like guy like on a dating app one time, and like in my profile I had like what my favorite snacks were. And I was very specific about my snacks, like down to the brand specific of what I like for my snack. And so like when we went to our first date, um he brought my snacks. And granted, the snacks that I wanted, baby, you can get them for like $2. Like my favorite snacks, Reese cups and sunflower seeds, and I'm very like brand specific, like on the sunflower seeds. Reese cup you can get that for $1 and some change. You can even go to the dollar store and get the little 2 pack for $1. So you can, something like that, like whatever her favorite, like maybe her favorite brand of water. Maybe she likes Skittles. Like, try that. Bring a little something to the date. Like, ladies, you too. What if he said his favorite candy was Skittles or some peanut M&Ms? Like, maybe you could come to the date with the peanut M&Ms. And just say, oh, I appreciate you for offering to take me on this date. So, I just wanted to give you a little token of appreciation. Like, tokens of appreciation goes a long way, people. Utilize them. Utilize the tokens of appreciations. Ooh, time is getting away from me, guys. I am going to wear this because I need to film is about a date night idea in Atlanta that's coming in October. So I'm gonna keep this on. It's very casual. I didn't really need to get like all like dressed up, and then too like I think I might wear a dress later on tonight for like my dinner collab and my event. And it's too early to be putting on the dress and then trying to take the dress off and all this and that. So then I guess I think I need to spray my hair like one more time. I hope the hair is so pretty when it's curled. I just hate when the curls fall. Mm. Alrighty. What hole is it? Say it's strong hole, but baby, I don't know if it be barely holding on, okay? But yeah, so I am dressed. This is the end of my live. And if you want to drop like some more comments, like this video is gonna stay up on my channel. So drop in there like some of your questions. I did like the questions about what's an acceptable cheap date. I think I might make like a standalone video and make a video on that separately, like, and do that on my channel. But yeah, I'm just I love, and I want my people to win. Like, I want y'all to find y'all loves. I want y'all to find your wife. I want y'all to find your husband. So I'm just here to help y'all plan the date. Okay, again, I am not no relationship coach. Okay, I can't listen. I'm not married. I can't teach y'all what to do. But what I can tell you is what has worked for me, like a little bit. You know, I can give y'all some suggestions. Where to go, like for your date. That I can do. Okay. But if you've been watching my live, I really appreciate y'all for watching my live. And make sure you like catch some of my videos that I have posted. I do have some if you are in the Atlanta area. I do have like some places, like some restaurants and stuff like that, that I have been and that I went to. I've given reviews. And then I also like I have some things in DC, videos on that. I recently went to Miami, but I haven't posted it yet, but it's gonna be coming soon at some point. I'm gonna get some time to do that. So yeah, check out the rest of my videos and don't forget to make the comments and let me know like what kind of dating content or dating questions that y'all have, and I'll make a video and I'll answer them in a little bit more detail. But I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all Wednesday or whatever day it is there if you are in another country. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm going to try to go live more often. I cannot tell you what days I'm going to go live. It's just going to be random. But maybe I'll come up with a schedule and I'll go live. But thank y'all. Have a good day.